Hello children, welcome to Learner's Planet. Children, this is our 12th session on the topic of addition, and in the previous session we had done triple digit additions, and I had also shown you how to add numbers with endless digits. Alright, and I hope you have practiced such types of sums, because in this session we are going to start off with word problems. Alright, what word problems are, how to read them, how do we understand, and how do we take the quantity that is given to us from the word problems. Alright, so I need your full attention onto the word problems this time, because the way you add is not so important as of now when you're learning word problems. Okay, so let's start off. Now children, this is the first word problem that we're taking. Now U is given over here, alright, or you can consider it as I. Okay, mostly it's I or you or somebody's name that's given. Okay, so it's talking about you over here. So you have 5 red balloons and 4 blue balloons. Your sister gave you 3 more yellow balloons. How many balloons do you have in all? That means together when you add this and this and this, the total number of balloons that you get is the answer of the number of balloons that you have with you. Okay, so the first step and the most important step when you read a word problem is you're supposed to underline all the details that are given. Okay, it's you over here. It could also be, suppose, Ritu or Raj or Samir, right? It could be any name. So you're always supposed to underline the important things. So it can be a name. The name is also important because when you write down the statements, you're supposed to put that name in the statement. Alright. Now 5 red balloons. Over here you're given the quantity of a particular thing and what that particular thing is and what the color is. So this is also very important because it describes the thing that you're supposed to add. Okay, now it could have been, I've got, suppose, 7 dark chocolates. Okay, or suppose I have 8 teddy bears, 8 yellow teddy bears. Alright, so these details you're supposed to underline. So next detail underlined is 4 blue balloons. Again, it refers to balloons, but it's of a different color. Okay, and 3 more yellow balloons. Now why have I underlined in all over here is because you are supposed to give the answer of the addition of all these 3 types of balloons together. Alright, so when you add them, what you get as the answer, the number of balloons, that is the answer of this particular word problem. Alright, so the first and the foremost step is to read the word problem carefully. Read carefully. The second step is underline important description. Alright, so underline the important description that you're given, okay, about the word problems. Now what will the third step be? If you're somehow confused, you can always draw the balloons. Alright, just see how. You can just take your pencil and suppose I have 5 red balloons. That is 1, that is 2, that is 3, that is 4, and that is 5. These are 5 red balloons. Then I have 4 blue balloons. Now 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now my sister gave me 3 more yellow balloons. So that is 1, that is 2, and that is 3. Alright, so these are the balloons. Now what? Now see, suppose if you have finished up till here, it's really good. So it's even good to draw the objects in the correct amount. Okay? Now what next? Now we'll have to start writing the statements. Alright? The statements, the way you write the statements, the message that the statements convey, that is the most important thing in the word problems, because while solving word problems, your teacher always, takes care that the way you have written the statement is absolutely right, because when the teacher sees the answer, she should be able to see all the details. Suppose the number of balloons are there, those details, and who gave you, like your sister gave you 3 more yellow balloons, so who gave it and how many did she give and what color was it of. Alright, so you're supposed to mention all these small details while you write the statement, okay, because it's really very important. Now I'll teach you how to write down the statements. Alright, now children, pay complete attention over here while I write down the statements. Now the first statement will be of the red balloons, because this is the first data that is given to you. Okay, now see, now because I am solving this and it's written you over here, so I'll write it as if it's me. Okay, now see over here, I have 5 red balloons. So this is the first statement. Now the second statement, I have 4 blue balloons. Alright, the third statement, my sister gave me 3 yellow balloons. Now children, why I wrote me down over here, because while you write the statements, you're supposed to add them over here only. Alright, you're not supposed to again then start it like this, like 5 plus 4 plus 3. The reason you write statements is to give your teacher a description of the answer, and so that you can add it over here only. And because if I had put me over here, 3 would come over here. But as these are all the units place, I need them all under one single line. Alright, so always keep this in mind. So always keep some good amount of distance between the numbers and the word that is before it and after it. Alright, so this was our fourth step of writing down the statements. Now we'll add the numbers directly. That is 5 plus 4, that is 9. 9 plus 3 is 12. So number of balloons you have are 12. Now children, after you get the answer, the fifth and the final step is writing down the final statement, which tells you about the number of balloons, or actually in this case, which tells you about the number of balloons you have. So how will I write that statement? Look here. I have 12 balloons in all. alright, or you can write all together. Okay, so this is the final statement, and always underline your final statement and your answer so that your teacher knows that you have done the word problem in the proper manner. Now children, we'll solve one more word problem. So children, this is the next word problem. So we'll read it carefully first. Resha. So we are given a name over here. So I'll underline it. Resha has 3 pink teddy bears. Alright. Her mother gave her 5 yellow teddy bears. How many teddy bears does Resha have in all? So we have to find the total number of teddy bears that Resha has. So she has 3 pink teddy bears and her mother gave her 5 yellow teddy bears. So now we'll have to write down the statements. Now see here. Resha had, we'll write it in past because she first had only 3 pink teddy bears. But now after her mother gave her 5 yellow teddy bears, she has more. So we'll have to write it in the past. Resha had 3 pink teddy bears. Her mother gave 5 yellow teddy bears. Okay, now we'll add them. So 5 plus 3 is 8. So she has 8 teddy bears. Now we'll write down the final statement below. Resha has 8 teddy bears in all or all together. Okay, so this is how you solve a word problem. It's really easy, children. You don't need to get scared by the name, word problems. It's such a long name. But don't worry, it's really very simple. You just need to take care that you underline the important points that are given to you in the word problem, and you write down the statements correctly with the help of the points that you have underlined. And as we have practiced so much, we've done so many sums of addition in the previous sessions, you should be really good at addition by now then. So addition won't be such a big problem, but still be careful when you add. And the way you write the statements, the numbers should come under one another because they fall in the same place value. If they don't fall in the same place value, then you can always have tens and units, and it'll be good, if you write down the tens and units place values. So it'll be better for you only, so you won't get confused. So always write the tens and units. T for tens and U for units. Alright. And the final statement is also very important because it gives the answer, alright, in the correct frame. Okay. So always write the final statement. I'll give you the important points one more time. Alright. Now children, here we have the important points with us. So this is the first one. Read the word problem once or twice so that you are able to understand what the word problem asks you to do. This means that when the word problem is given to you, you should at least read it once or twice. Actually, you should at least read it 2 times, so that you're able to understand that what you're supposed to do in the word problem, what are the details that are given to you, how you are supposed to solve it step by step. Okay, so at least read it twice or 2 times. Alright, now the second one. Always underline the important points that are given in the word problem. Okay, so as we did when we were solving word problems, whenever you read the word problems, you're supposed to underline all the important quantity that is given to you, or a particular thing that we're talking about is given to you. Or suppose my mother gave me chocolates, so my mother gave it, so I'll have to underline my mother. Alright, so you're supposed to underline all the details that are given to you about the particular sum that you're solving in the word problem. Okay, the next one is write down proper statements. Okay, this means that the statements, they should they should be able to tell the teacher or the person who is seeing or checking the sum that you're solving that the quantities that are given in the word problem are properly written down step by step while you're solving the word problem. Okay, write the numerics under the correct place value and under each other. This means that, as I said, suppose we have 5 plus 8. Now first always write tens and units, and under units 5 and 8 should come. Alright, so when you do this, you're supposed to also have the units under the units digit. Alright, so that you don't make any sort of mistake while you add them. The next one is write the final statement and underline the answer in it. So after you have finished the sum, after you have found the answer, you're supposed to write the final statement which says about the number of items or the quantity that you have of a particular thing. Alright, and the last one is, if the word problem has long calculations, suppose there are 2-digit or 3-digit calculations or 3-digit additions that you're supposed to do, and you don't have enough space, you can always make a margin or a rough column, and you can show the working over there and then write down the answer directly. Alright, but don't make any mistake while you copy down the working from the column to the answer, to the place where you're supposed to write the answer. Alright, so children, this is it for this session. In the next session, we'll take some more word problems which will probably have 2-digit additions, alright, and maybe 3-digit additions. So I'll see you then. You can practice such small word problems by that time. Alright, so bye.